well flows freely, joyously, and ceaselessly into my experience. And I give thanks for God's riches forever
Thanks.
circulating in my experience.
Bliss. A very good day. How are you all doing out there today?
I am now writing in
Today
my
I'm making
mind
kale
the idea
greens,
of God's wealth.
green apples,
God is the source of my supply.
and lemon.
And all my
I'm going to
needs are
cut the
met
lemon
at
off,
every moment
cut
of
this
time
whole piece
and
off,
point of space.
and ginger.
God's wealth flows freely,
Some
joyously,
ginger. I
and
might put a
ceaselessly
lot of
into my
ginger in there
experience.
this time, but that's,
And I give thanks for
yeah,
God's
I think I'm
riches
going to put
forever
more of it in there.
circulating in my
I'm going to put an
experience.
extra ginger in there.
I am now writing in my subconscious mind the idea of God's wealth. God is the source of my supply.
I'm giving
All
thanks
my
for
needs are
breath,
met at every
for
moment of
breathing
time
deep.
and point of space. God's wealth flows freely, joyously, and ceaselessly into my experience. And I give thanks for God's riches forever circulating in my experience. I am now writing in my subconscious mind the idea of God's wealth.
So I'm going to spray it with some colloidal silver,
And all
or
my
the
needs are met
greens,
at every moment of time and
and
point of space.
get that ready.
God's wealth flows freely, joyously,
And what else do I need with this? Greens,
and
apples,
I give thanks
ginger,
for God's riches
lemon.
forever
I think that's it.
circulating in my experience.
But I just want to make that juice for the day starting off for my day. Actually, I'm starting late anyway, but it's still good. I haven't eaten anything. I'm going to drink juice, fresh juice, make this juice. So this is my presser. It's called the 365 presser, and it presses the juice. It doesn't basically, I got to read more about it, but I definitely know I wanted it. And I had juice from someone that shared a juice like this with me before. It was a pressed juice, so I ever since I had that experience, I loved it. So I'm like, I want to get one. So, I got it. And, what I do is put the kale in here, the apples, and I just push it down. And basically, you can see it. It kind of presses it. It doesn't really, it just presses it, and it goes through this particular thing. It's not easy, but it gets easier as you go. Boom. Probably have to put less in there than I did too. This is the 365. My friend had one. This one cost like 100 and something, 150. My friend had one that was like $2.99. I want to get that one also, but I just got this one quick because I wanted some fresh juice constantly all the time now in my living. You know what I'm saying? I want to have that every day in my living. So, so again, just giving thanks, man. Being more conscious of what's going on around me every day too out here. It's like you come from source. So if you actually come from source, that means you come from something much greater than this body. You couldn't fit all that you are into this little body. So, if you acquiesce into all this crazy nonsense around you sometimes, then, and not realizing who you really are, then it's really your fault. You can't blame a president or somebody named, whatever you call a president. You can't blame those people for what it is you're doing every day. You know what I'm saying? You have to do better. You can't blame somebody else because they are actually you. If you start blaming them, you're bringing that energy closer to you. If you start giving that energy power. Nowadays, people really, I feel, not that they need to, but to get more into their inner self, to go more deeper inside, meditate, you know what I'm saying? Be light on your body, be nice to yourself. Not nice, I apologize, I didn't mean to say that word. I looked at the etymology of that word nice up, and it doesn't mean nice. That we think nice means. It means stupid, if you look up the etymology of nice. But, it's good, like I said, to get into oneself now, to do better for oneself. It's so much energy, it's so many different opportunities out here now that we can get involved in. There's so many people that need help, that can use the, work now, and so much stuff that now people are ramping up. It's like, you need to get on the ball of doing what you're supposed to be here to do. For me, that's for me, myself. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm sharing. And I'm letting you know that the power lies within you. It's not outside. The power is within. You can do what it takes to do what you need to do. And you don't have to keep giving someone your power, or acquiescing, or signing your name to some kind of agreement talking about voting. And we're in 2020. What are you doing? We're in 2020. We're not in 1817, 1850. And I'm not discrediting any of that timeline. I'm not discrediting that, but we should be here trying to figure out what it is on the other side of this, which we call death, that we're so scared of. We should be trying to figure those things out. We should be trying to figure out what we didn't learn. You know, that's something you can miss sometimes. And you don't want that in your food. That's a piece of paper. You definitely don't want that. But we should be here trying to figure out what it is we're supposed to be doing here. How are we supposed to, how did we get here in this realm? You know what I'm saying? And just studying more, just constantly putting some good vibrations into your being, because everything that you listen to and everything that you hear around you, you ingest it. So you should be trying to put things that are very uplifting to you into your being. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm in love, man. I'm in love with the idea of love. I'm in love with just people. Shit. I love people. People are inherently good. You know what I'm saying? People are inherently good. Literally. So, I want to bring the best out of me, you, us, we, they, them. I want to bring the best out of that. I don't want to blame them for something that I can correct and do. So, that's what I'm doing here on the earth. And I realize that, and I want to do more. I want to give more. I want to do better. So, yes, here making this fresh juice to get me started. And then I'll eat something later. I might make some kale greens, some wild rice. I got some wild rice soaking. It's almost done. Might make that later. And add some spices, garlic, tomatoes, whatever to that. Give thanks. Give thanks for this moment. I had some little kids in the background. I was hoping that they would be there when I started taping this, but now they're gone. They were having fun back there. They were like counting and playing and running. And I'm so in love with that type of energy. I don't get close to people's kids and all that kind of stuff because you don't want to get involved in all the crazy stuff. I think so many people are so imbalanced in their thinking. They can't see that, how Michael Jackson used to play with kids. They tried to turn it over into something that wasn't. When this motherfucker was just energetic. Michael Jackson was energetic. He was energetic. He had energy. And that's what people probably was kind of fearful of. But there's no more fear. We can't live in fear. We have to live in abundance, in graciousness, in prosperity, in love, in harmony. We have to live in them high vibrations. So give thanks. Give thanks. That juice is ready, and I'm going to drink it. I might not even strain it. I may just drink it. You find a clean glass, and then I'm going to go to work for your monkey earth.
I am now writing in my system the idea of God's will. God is the source of my supply.
Here's to our health, here's to our wealth, here's to our prosperity, here's to everything that we need to be doing on the earth to move forward, to go into the 6th and 7th dimension, to live, to live in eternity, to understand that there is no death, that we transcend these things. Give thanks. Bliss. Have a blissful day.
And all my needs are met at every moment of time and point of space. God's wealth flows freely and joyously and ceaselessly into my experience.